Hello, my name is Dennis and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I was inspired by, you may have seen them floating around YouTube, Jack Edwards and Carley Thorne. They're both booktubers, they're really popular. You might have seen them making booktube videos where they take a celebrity's favorite set of books, like Taylor Swift's favorite books, or most recently, Lord's favorite books. They just did a collab that was really good, where they talked about Lord's favorite books and they read all of their favorite books or a selection of their favorite books, and they'll like kind of psychoanalyze them and like judge their reading taste. So I was inspired by their series of videos and I wanted to do my own, but I didn't want to start with a celebrity. I wanted to start with a good friend of mine who's really into reading. Her name is Emma. Over the course of time that I've known her, she has recommended me a select few books, and I had them all in a Goodreads list for a while, and then I thought to myself, why don't I just buy them all and do a video like this? So that's what I did. So let me tell you the books that she recommended. The first book I read was Good Omens by Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. And what's it about? I'll read the little book blurb for you. According to the nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter, Witch, the world's only completely accurate book of prophecies written in 1655 before she exploded, the world will end on a Saturday, next Saturday in fact, just before dinner. So the armies of good and evil are amassing. Atlantis is rising, frogs are falling, tempers are flaring. Everything appears to be going according to divine plan, except a somewhat fussy angel and a fast-living demon, both of whom have lived amongst Earth's mortals since the beginning and have grown rather fond of their lifestyle, are not actually looking forward to the coming rapture, and someone seems to have misplaced the Antichrist. So, it's this quirky little book filled with like British humor. I didn't personally really like it because it felt like one big inside joke that I just didn't really understand, and I think that's just because I'm not very well versed in British humor or European humor. Like, I feel like a lot of people my age growing up watched a lot of Sherlock and watched a lot of Doctor Who and shows like that. I didn't really watch shows like that, so maybe that humor is like incorporated in there somehow, but I didn't really get it. The storyline was pretty hard to follow because they jump back and forth between narratives like super fast. But we'll psychoanalyze Emma at the end of this video because I want to tell you about the rest of the books that I got. So the next one that I'm going to be reading, and the next one that she recommended, was Philip Pullman's The Golden Compass, which is the first book in, I think it's 3 books of his Dark Materials. And this one is about Lyra and her demon are rushing to the cold far north where witch clans and armored bears rule. North, where the gobblers take the children they steal, including her friend Roger. North, where her fearsome uncle Asriel is trying to build a bridge to a parallel world. Can one small girl make a difference in such great and terrible endeavors? This is Lyra, a savage, a schemer, a liar. She is a fierce and true champion as Roger or Asriel could want. But what Lyra doesn't know is that to help one of them, she'll have to betray the other. Oh no. I think there's a movie on this made a while ago. I feel like I remember a compass and a polar bear on a movie poster forever ago. And now there's an HBO series, His Dark Materials, based off of, I don't know if it's this book, if it's all 3 of the books. We'll find out. I do plan on watching the Good Omens TV show that they have on, I think it's Amazon Prime, to see if that's funny, and maybe I'll enjoy the TV show more than I like the book. I don't know, we'll find out. The next one is one that I'll probably end up liking a lot because I did enjoy the movie a lot, and it's Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. This one is about Sophie. Sophie has a great misfortune of being the eldest of 3 daughters, destined to fail miserably should she ever leave home to seek her fate. But when she unwittingly attracts the ear of the Witch of the Waste, Sophie finds herself under a horrid spell that transforms her into an old lady. Her only chance at breaking its lies in the ever-moving castle in the hills, the wizard Howl's castle. To entangle the enchantment, Sophie must handle the heartless Howl, strike a bargain with a fire demon, and meet the Witch of the Waste head-on. Along the way, she discovers that there's far more to Howl and herself than first meets the eye. I like the movie a lot. I think I like this book a lot. I feel like all of the things that she's recommended me so far have like TV or movie adaptations. This one does too. It's The Martian. I have also seen this movie and I did like the movie. It's The Martian by Andy Weir. This one, read you a little blurb. 6 days ago, astronaut Mark Watney became one of the first people to walk on Mars. Now he's sure he'll be the first person to die there. After a dust storm forces his crew to evacuate the planet while thinking him dead, Mark finds himself stranded on Mars' surface with no way to signal Earth that he's alive. And even if he could get word out, his supplies would be gone years before a rescue could arrive. Chances are, though, Mark won't have time to starve to death. The damaged machinery, unforgiving environment, or plain old human error are much more likely to kill him first. Armed with nothing but his ingenuity, his engineering skills, and a gallows sense of humor that proves to be his greatest source of strength, Mark embarks on a dogged quest to stay alive. But will his resourcefulness be enough to overcome the impossible odds against him? Another great movie. Probably going to be a really great book. I am excited. Next one is a book that I have mentioned before, and that is a super big hit among book TikTok and booktube. It's Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I have read Circe. I really loved Circe, so I think I'm going to really love Song of Achilles. Second to last book we've got is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I think this one is sci-fi. It's really beat up because I got it at a used bookstore, but I was happy to find it at a used bookstore. I wasn't even looking for the book, and then I found it on the floor of the store, and I was like, period. So I picked it up. And then last one is Book of Poetry. It's Sappho's poems translated by Mary Bernard. I'm trying to like poetry. I'm trying to get into poetry. So I feel like these will be pretty cute. These are pretty iconic poems by an iconic poet. So yeah, those are all of the books that I'll be reading. And I'm gonna take you on a little journey as I read them. Hi, little update. So I finished The Golden Compass, and it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little fantasy. I don't read a lot of fantasy. Really liked the main character because she was young, super young. She's a kid. So all she did was like lie, and she didn't really care because she didn't really understand the moral consequences behind it. So she just fucking did whatever. She was so funny. Loved her as a character. And I know that there are sequels to the book. Maybe I'll touch upon it. Maybe I won't. I also finished Howl's Moving Castle. Really liked this. It is different from the movie. I have seen a little bit of the movie, not enough of the movie, but I have seen some of the movie. It is different from the movie, but I don't mind that. I actually like that it's different, because since it's so drastically different, I don't feel like I'm comparing every single little difference, if that makes sense. Like when I go and I'm going to rewatch the movie. And now we're gonna get started on The Martian. What was great about Howl's Moving Castle was it was thick, but the words were freaking huge, and the spacing between the words was fucking huge. So it was really easy to get through, because I would go through like 2 or 3 pages a minute, which is fast for me. I watched the Martian movie. I like that. That was good. So I'll hopefully enjoy the book. Finished up The Martian. Great. I actually love this. 5-star even. I just loved Mark. His character was so funny. He was a silly guy. He was a very silly guy. And like, I've seen the movie, so like I knew basically what would happen, but really good to read about. Loved it. Next up is Song of Achilles, which I know Emma is a huge fan of, and so is like the rest of the world right now. Huge fan of Song of Achilles. She'll probably reread this with me once she knows that I'm gonna start it. Gonna have a really good fun time. I liked Madeline Miller's Circe, so I'm probably gonna love this. We're gonna find out. Got a haircut, but more importantly, finished Song of Achilles last night. Very sad. I was mad over the way that Patroclus? I don't know. I was sad over how he died. Don't like that. And I didn't like the way that Achilles, I don't like Achilles' son. He's annoying. I liked Song of Achilles, but I didn't love it the way that I loved Circe. Thought Circe was muy bien. Second to last book that I'm going to read is Red Rising, which Emma has quite a few thoughts about. And then after that, it's Sappho's collection of poems, and then I'm done. I'm almost done.
But yeah, I don't know if you'd like this book. I think you would. So this book is very angsty, very like protagonist, where he's like, ugh. But like he's got a reason to, which is why I like it. They use this phrase, which I assume must be said in a British accent, or else it's not nearly as hitting. Well, what a lark, he croons. You were gory terrifying. You just took his weapon. Gory fast. Scary. Yeah.
You were gory fast.
Hello, Happy New Year. Finished Red Rising. Took me what felt like forever, but it's finally done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Gave it a 3 stars. It was interesting towards the beginning, and then it dragged on forever through the middle. Lost my attention so many times through the middle. And then it got interesting towards the end. A lot of the action that happened in that middle chunk of the book could have been left out. I can see why Emma liked it. There were some parts that were really cool, and some of the action scenes were really cool. Probably will not be reading the rest of the series. I've got one more book to go. Last book here. It is a short collection of Sappho's poems. Really short, only about 100-ish pages. Might just get this done today. I can give you the rest of my thoughts on Emma's favorite books. So I finished Sappho. Very cute collection of little poems here. Really short for the most part. Very cute, very gay, just like Emma. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars just because some of them didn't really make sense to me, but most of them were really cute. I don't really know why the translator, Mary Bernard, made like the first line of each poem the like title. I don't really know why she did that. It disconnects like a solid like chunk of the poem. I think it's weird, but anyway, I thought it was really good. I'll share with you my 2 favorite poems. You may forget, but let me tell you this. Someone in some future time will think of us. I like that. I think that's cute. And then close runner-up for favorite poem reads, "The gods bless you. May you sleep then on some tender girlfriend's breast." Oh, I wish. Damn. I asked Emma what her favorite poem was in this little collection here, and she said it was this one. It says, "You are the herdsman of evening Hesperus. You heard homeward whatever dawn's light dispersed. You heard sheep, heard goats, heard children home to their mothers." So now it's time to do a full analysis of Emma based on the books that she likes. So I took a look at all of the books and all of their themes and such, and assigned them each a character trait that would go with Emma. They pretty much describe Emma and who she is as a person. So, number 1, the first character trait we've got is yearning. And the books that have to do with this is Howl's Moving Castle, The Song of Achilles, and Sappho. And then a second character trait that closely ties into this is you're gay, and that has to do with The Song of Achilles and Sappho. So I feel like Emma, based on the books that she recommends, is a romantic person. She likes reading that romance, reading about those relationships, whether they're friendships or romantic relationships between characters. And also, she is a homosexual. She's gay. She's gay.
Let's go, lesbians, let's go! Let's go, lesbians, let's go! Here we go, lesbians. Here we go, lesbians, come on! Oh, let's go, lesbians! Oh my god, lesbians. Lesbians, move out of my way! Rounding the corner with a bunch of lesbians! Here we are, Manhattan, can you handle it?
Another couple of character traits that go along with each other are chaotic and high action. The books that I associate with the chaotic character trait is Good Omens, The Golden Compass, The Martian, and Red Rising. High action was The Golden Compass, The Martian, The Song of Achilles, and Red Rising. Based on these books, I feel like Emma also likes to read a lot of books with a lot of action and chaotic moments. I feel like she likes those high tense situations, and I feel like she is also in some pretty odd high tense situations quite often. The next character trait is dark humor, and those books were Good Omens and The Martian. I feel like Emma's sense of humor is very close to mine, where it's very odd. Sometimes it's a little dry, sometimes it's a little dark. Emma seems to really enjoy books that are kind of inappropriately funny sometimes. We make jokes of very inappropriate situations all of the time, and I feel like those books really match her personality in that way. And then the last character trait is kind of a one-off. It's, I call it You're a Little Shit, and that's based off The Golden Compass, because Lyra is a little shit in a good way, and Emma is also a little shit in a good way. I could pull up screenshots and screenshots of Emma bullying me, calling my ass fat, calling me a bottom, just picking on me in any way that she possibly can, and that's okay. Overall, I really liked reading the books that Emma recommended. I thought it was very interesting. I felt like I was getting to know her in a way that I haven't before, based on the books that she likes. Like, I feel like I learned about her more through these books implicitly, like, in a way. I think it was really cool learning about one of my close friends through books, and I feel like I should probably do that more often, is read books that people like and learn about them through that. I think I will try and do that more often this year. It took me forever to finish, and I did it. I read all 7 books that Emma recommended, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. On average, I rated her books 3.7 stars out of 5, which is pretty good. That's close to 4. And I hope if you're watching this right now, Emma, I love Emma. Love Emma so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of very niche, very particular to me and like Emma, and that's it, but that's okay. She's been featured on my channel, I think, a couple of times, very briefly maybe. And if you ever watch my streams, she frequently watches my streams, and when I play Valorant, will be on those streams as well. So if you ever want to get to know Emma with me, join my streams. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hi, this is Emma. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on the books I suggested. Also, Dennis is an amazing person who is not keeping me hostage in his basement. He is totally innocent and should not be suspected.